Hello, check, check, check. Hello, check, check. Hello, Ryan. Hello, can you hear me?
Check. Yes, I can hear you. Am I audible?
Hello, Ryan.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. Naveen?
Awesome.
Hello, Naveen.
Can you hear me? Check, check, check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Naveen, we can hear you.
Yes, now.
Yep, yep.
Thank you.
Good afternoon and welcome to match number 52, the Maratha Marvels versus the Periyar Panthers. And in this Yuva Kabaddi series, in the Monsoon edition, which is happening live from Ranchi, which is the Harivansh Tana Bhagat Indoor Stadium. And I am Navin Chauri, and we've got two matches on the way already. And the third one is the Maratha Marvels taking on the Periyar Panthers, and then the Hampi Heroes will take on the Panchala Pride, as Kaziranga Rhinos won a big one against Vijayanagar Bees with 19 points. And the first game of today was won by Aravali Arrows in that very, very good fight. Right now, every team has played 10 or 11 matches each, and it's going to be that fight between the 6th place Periyar Panthers and the 8th place Maratha Marvels. Remember, Maratha Marvels also came into this booster round in the last place. So they are little to get over that 8th place and make sure that they put up big fights for all the other teams against that point number 7. That is really important to go into the booster round and then the challenger round. Right, so now let's go down to Harshit to invite both the teams on the match.
तो चलिए एक बार फिर से साक्षी बनता हुआ नजर आएगा हरिवंश ताना भगत इंडोर स्टेडियम। और ये मुकाबला नंबर 52 है, जहां पर दो टीमें तैयार है। एक तरफ मराठा मार्वल्स हाथ के पश्चात आ रही है, पर पेरियार पैंथर्स जीत की भूख लिए आ रही है इस मुकाबले में। और चलते हैं इस मुकाबले में, दोनों ही टीम को यहां पर मैट पर बुला लेने का समय हो चुका है। लेट्स इनवाइट फर्स्ट मार्वल्स, दैट मींस मराठा मार्वल्स। और चलिए, जीत की भूख लिए और बूस्टर राउंड में अपने प्रदर्शन को कंसिस्टेंट रखने के लिए अब आ रही है हमारे पैंथर्स का खेमा। लेट्स इनवाइट पेरियार पैंथर्स।
Thank you so much, Harshit. And this is the black, boys in black is the Periyar Panthers, and the boys in blue is the Maratha Marvels. And we have the Maratha Marvels in front of us, as Ankit Yadav and Himanshu Yadav will be looking out for the corners, and Ankit Yadav playing as a captain today, as well as Pankaj, Nikhil and Parambir Yadav will be looking after the raiding department, and Arav Yadav and Viru Yadav will be taking care of that covers in that Yadav effect. They have to fire this game, and Gautam Toma, the all-important super sub, is there already to save the Maratha Marvels with Abhishek, Rohit Kumar, Kishan Yadav and Abhishek Rathi with Kiran Pal Singh, the coach. And I have Ryan with me. Good afternoon, Ryan. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Naveen. And right now to introduce the Panthers donning that beautiful black jersey. In the corners, we have Ashish Chiller and Gaurav Chiller. On the insides, we have Akshit Dhul and Ajay Gulia, the star player for them so far this season. In the covers, we have Sumit Chiller and Ravi Khatri, and the left raider is Ajay Pandit. And going to the substitutes, we have Ankush, Prince, Harsh, Krishan and Abhishek. So this is the starting lineup for the Periyar Panthers in this match.
Obviously, and Ankush Lohan will also be coming into raid for sure, as Periyar Panthers have won thrice over the Maratha Marvels in the history of Yuva Kabaddi series, and the Maratha Marvels have just won once. But having said this, it's going to be really important for the Maratha Marvels now to really start winning, because Ankit Yadav, the left corner, the strong defender, is also the captain. He has to understand that they have to start winning against the strong Periyar Panthers, because they won the toss and they will be selecting the court and the way they stand. So the first trade will happen from maybe Pankaj or Nikhil. So that is how it will pan out to be. But Pankaj, a man to watch out for. Short trader, very, very good skills when he attacks the defenders on their legs. 10 matches played, 52.77 his raid strike rate, and only 76 raid points. I say only because Maratha Marvels are struggling in that 8th place, and he has to get more raid points for himself He's got the caliber, but he is just firing in small cylinders. He has to go out like Ajay Gulia, and probably, even Ajay Gulia will have to keep up that raid machine going as always, because Akshit Lohan and also somewhere even Gaurav Chiller will have to understand that the Periyar Panthers need raid points. But looking at the matches, 6 loss, that's the reason at 8th place, and points per match also not looking very good. And the recent form, they lost to the Murthal Magnets 43-31 in their last game, so they are coming with 3 successive losses, the Maratha Marvels. And then on the other hand, Periyar Panthers, they have lost 4, and that's the reason they are in the 6th place. Not a right beginning. The booster round for the Periyar Panthers had a very mixed baggage in the survival round. They won their last game as well. It's all set now. Let's go down for that all-important countdown to get this match underway. Maratha Marvels versus Periyar Panthers, and Ran, you want to pick a team before the start?
Well, I'm going with the Periyar Panthers. I particularly love the teams that come off of a season where they were the runners-up, and I feel they are very much more hungry to win and go all the way this season. So I'm going to go with the Panthers, Naveen.
Right, I was always wondering that the underdogs are always hungry to win, because Pankaj will just test waters and go back, I guess, because against a very strong boys in black defense, he did not try to be very adventurous, as the Periyar Panthers will send in Akshit Dhul to raid. He's a very promising left raider, because whatever happens to the score line, he does not bother. Whatever happens to Ajay Gulia, he does not bother. He always goes about his duty very silently, and he's shown that he's got a lot of skills to exhibit, and exhibits them at the right places as well, as Mukesh, the coach, the referee correction there will just signal that no, it was not a bonus. And Surinder, the coach of Periyar Panthers.
Here we have the raider for the Marvels. It is Nikhil, and standing tall, jersey number 15. He is just staring down the Periyar Panthers defense, and as he got in hold of a Panther there, doesn't look like it, and he will return with an empty raid.
He tried his best, but playing on the back line does not get you touch points. As Ajay Gulia comes along, he tries to go low towards the defender's leg, similarly to what Pankaj has been doing. We haven't seen a lot of kicks from the shorter raiders. Of course, they play to their strengths. That's nice. Oh, the moment I say kick, right? Ajay Gulia says, take that.
Indeed, and what a spectacular move by Ajay Gulia there, and coming in at a very unique time, just when Naveen here said that. And right now we have a do-or-die raid, and Nikhil here will look to get better off his previous raid here. And Nikhil here once again trying to get that touch point quickly, because of the do-or-die raid. He needs to make a move, because you are supposed to do that in this certain situation in this match. And this time he gets caught by the defense, the pressure of the do-or-die raid as well. And the Panthers immediately pouncing on Nikhil, and a successful tackle for the Panthers.
Absolutely. Sumit and Gaurav Chiller, the combination there working really well. Sumit Chiller and Gaurav Chiller, the Chiller effect coming across. And how many times have we heard the name, the family name of Chillers in the defense on the Kabaddi mat. As Akshit Dhul comes along, and now the Maratha Marvels will be seeing this as an opportunity, because Akshit is confident that he's stolen the bonus under the right corner. Himanshu Yadav, and then there you go, Arav Yadav comes across. Bonus that one. Should have just let him go after the bonus, and also giving him that all-important touch point. Arav Yadav should have understood that he's not got the angle there in a right place. Oh, I think Akshit Dhul is still on the mat. He's been close. I think his midriff has been affected. I think he's just caught a a muzzle there in the stomach, and that will take a while. And remember, we have our physio partners, UAM. He wants to stay on, is it? Yeah, he wants to stay on. Then, yeah, just a bit of stretching will do, because he has to be substituted, remember. He just can't go away like that because he's still on the mat, and he has to be substituted. And now, Ran, the only thing that he shouldn't do is take some liquids, because that'll cramp the stomach up more. He just has to leave it for the muscle to relax. Yeah, there we go. He's doing that. And also, I think the groin region, the midriff and the groin,
No shouting.
I think both have been troubling there for Rakshit Dhul. Let's see if he can come along in the next trade. It's just that a bit of a stiffness in the muscles. He has to just stretch it out. And then Ajay Pandit says, Himanshu Yadav's got this habit of tapping both hands on the mat, and then when the referee says something, he just quietly runs away. We'll have to see now.
Point Periyar Panthers.
That's it. What will they do? Will they go for the review here, Ran? I guess. Yeah.
Well, looks like it. We shall hear from the official.
मराठा मार्बल कैप्टन इधर आइए. ओके, अब पीछे जाइए. टीवी एम्पायर, मराठा मार्बल की मांग है नो टच पॉइंट. हमारा डिसीजन था 1 टच पॉइंट. कृपया रिव्यू करिए.
Right. Manish Ji is the referee, the main referee now. He just said Akshit Dhul was being given the point, and Himanshu Yadav just took off his right shoulder away right in time. Was it the jersey? Is a big question now, because Himanshu
रिव्यू असफल रहा. 1 टच पॉइंट पेरियार पैंथर्स. मराठा मार्बल आपकी रिव्यू के अधिकार खो चुके हैं.
Once or twice we've seen Himanshu go down on the mat swearing with both of his hands, and we have seen that he does it quite often. For this first half, yeah, coach, that's a confirmation.
1 point Maratha Marwal.
Without a
Chess
point
number
on the
1
board,
out.
they've also lost review. They've also
Red.
Yep. Not the ideal moment the Marvels would want, especially things not going their way, even in terms of the scoreline. As Ajay Gulia here will try to further the damage, and he does that by a spectacular escape. Very quick.
strong run.
1 point Periyar Panther.
Hand
Chess
touch
number
on the
26
cover.
out. Red.
The Raider Marvels now, it's Pankaj, and a very good toe touch there from Pankaj.
Bonus plus
Quick,
1 point.
agile and
Maratha
versatile.
Marvels.
Can get a spectacular point for his team. Let's just take a look
Yeah,
at that
Pankaj.
once again.
Yeah, he's also good in stealing those bonuses. And the left corner should be really aware of what Pankaj is actually trying to do. Because it's that one scan that he will take off on that right ankle. And then you will be under a lot of...
1 point Periyar Panthers.
There we go. Another positive rate for the Panthers, using his left hand, extending it out and getting the point. And looking very confident at the moment. The score line is just 6-3 go, so nothing, we can't take a decision right now in this game of kabaddi, and definitely not with a score line like this, and with two teams very much invested in this match, as we have 45 seconds to go. And right now, Ajay Gulia, the main man for the Panthers, especially in turning department, steps in. And let's just take a look at Ajay Gulia, his movements, his entire body language, his confidence. Confidence is key in this game of Kabaddi, as that showcases as to what kind of a player you are. And you can definitely inflict some pressure on the defense with your confidence itself. And that's what raiders like Ajay Gulia tend to do, as the Panthers right now holding on to the lead, and Pankaj here returns, donning the jersey number 7. So it's going to be interesting to see how Pankaj takes on this match, especially with his good raid last time. So let's see what Pankaj does here, Naveen.
Yeah, Ryan, because see, the whole point is that Pankaj has to keep firing for the Maratha Marvels, but then the Periyar Panthers says no. We will take off the main barrel, which brings out the raid points. And that is why Pankaj becomes so important. What a lovely ankle hold by the right corner. And Ashish does best to keep Pankaj down. And suddenly, Maratha Marvels are now facing just 3 men against Akshit. It's a super tackle situation. They have to make sure that this counts, because what we saw in the first match of today is really phenomenal by the Murthal Magnets. They got 4 super tackles successfully done, and that's why in the first half of that game they weren't pushed to the all out, and it was 15 apiece in that first game. It was really tight, and then the Aravali Arrows came back strong. It's only because of that super tackle where you get 2 points, but you will revive only 1 player, so that is something that they'll have to think on. But currently they'll not be bothered about the number of revivals. They'll be bothered about that 2 points with the Maratha Marvels. As Nikhil tries to steal a bonus. Has he got him? No, I don't think so.
And now we have a do-or-die raid, and this man Ajay Gulia would definitely love this situation with 3 defenders. And take a look at that, Ajay Gulia. He literally glided his way back to the midline, and that's the kind of he is. He also has a style component. Just take a look at that, the way he got back. Yes, put his hands down. What a raid there from Ajay Gulia.
He was missing the swimming pool, I guess. Then trying to go down in style. The running hand touch was good on that single defender standing alone. So it's always nice to go to the person who's standing alone, and he's a raider, and that becomes even more easier for another raider to go across. Now Nikhil has been pinned down, and
bonus point,
he's been
Maratha Marvel.
completely surrounded by this defense. He's got the bonus though, but then Maratha Marvels will be staring at a very, very evident all out now. Left flank, just making sure that Nikhil did not have any space whatsoever.
All out, 1
All out
to 3
inflicted by
Periyar
the Periyar Panthers on the Maratha Marvels. It's getting tougher and tougher. If you do not get raid points, this lead of 8 will be increased by the Periyar Panthers.
हाँ तो अपने सारे ले जाए जब अच्छा हुआ था होगा फिर मारता क्यों नहीं इसके आड़े मारे न्यू न्यूज खेल लिया ना तो ये बता दूँ पैंट चला और बुग्गी डगर जाएगी हाँ अंधा और का मारो उरे ठीक है मेरे भाई सुन मेरी बात ओए अच्छी है सिर्फ बोनस की ट्राई लेना ज़्यादा का पछो है तो टांगा बैठ जाए बता दूँ ठीक है ना और तू पूरा अट्टे ने टच खाने लग रहा ओए पूरा दिखा दे उल्टा हट गया ध्यान कर लिए ठीक है नीचे मार देना 2-3 की बुकी डगर जाए बता दूँ हाँ हाँ ठीक है.
Right, that is Surinder Ji, the coach of Periyar Panthers, saying, Akshit, that you will have to just get the bonus. That's your call. You will always have to get your bonus right. Then he says, Gaurav Chiller, that no getting the boogie. Boogie is always those touch points, the bonus plus ones and boogies. That's what it's been known as. And Lona means all out. So that is what the instructions from Surinder Ji is, and as expected, Parambir Yadav goes out and Gautam Tomar comes in. Much needed change as Rohit Kumar is also in. So this is a big change from Kiran Pal Singh, because he knows that he needs raid points, and that's the reason Gautam Tomar has come in to support Pankaj.
Indeed, and I think in sport that is the beauty of substitutions. Sometimes you have the substitutions that make a very big impact, And this is the perfect moment for these two substitutes to make an
Oh.
impact. But take a look at that. The Periyar
Red out.
Panthers defense.
Fine,
They
Periyar
have been
Panthers.
pounding on Raiders at all occasions. And a very strong statement here by the Panthers in this match early on that, you know, they want to continue and ensure that they are the same team, a similar team with the same intent as they did have in the last season, as Ajay Gulia comes back for another raid.
Sumit there on that right cover. Just also agreeing what Surinder Saab said, as Ajay Gulia will probably go out great. But how do you gauge the Marvels' comeback is with Gautam Tomar and Nikhil, because Pankaj is now gone and Nikhil, they'll have to revive him because the defense does not give off any easy points. It's going to be that kind of a responsibility on Nikhil and Gautam Tomar now.
Yes, indeed. And Nikhil here, did he get past the line? We will wait for the
Bonus plus
referees
point.
to...
Maratha Marvel.
All right,
Yes, number
it's
4
given.
out.
A very good raid, and just when Naveen just mentioned Nikhil taking charge, he just took charge here with this raid. And these are the kind of raids that they're going to need a lot more of, especially from Nikhil, and also support coming in from the other raiders. That's where the Marvels can slowly start to pave their way back into this match, Naveen.
Absolutely. Ravi there from that left cover did not have the angle right and couldn't get that dash going very strongly. And now see, Akshit is
Bonus
easily
point,
following
Periyar
what the coach
Panthers.
have said, and that's what he is really good at doing, because a bonus point, that is what Surinder Saab said to take, and that's what he did.
And Nikhil here, once again, will look to reduce this 8-point deficit that the Panthers have inflicted on the Marvels throughout this match so far, as I think Nikhil once again
Bonus point,
going for the
Maratha
bonus, and it's given to him, and looks like there will be a referral for that.
See, this is what I am not in favor of.
Team captain, इधर आइए.
Periyar Panthers,
क्या मांगा?
it's not a do or die raid,
Okay, कृपया पीछे जाइए.
and for bonus, if this
TPM
goes against you, you lose it.
पेरियार पैंथर की मांग है नो बोनस पॉइंट. हमारा डिसीजन था बोनस पॉइंट. कृपया रिव्यू करें.
So this is what they'll have to get their under their stride, because Nikhil looks a little dicey, because has he done it the wrong way, because the landing foot should be across the black line and the trailing foot should be in the air, but then I think it's both the feet landing at the same time on the mat. Probably that is what the TV umpire will be
रिव्यू
looking at.
सफल
Yeah,
रहा. नो बोनस.
yes, that is what
पेरियार पैंथर
the TV umpire also agrees with.
के अधिकार जारी रहेगी.
Lovely. So Jari Rahegi for this half, one unsuccessful review per half, and see that's fine. That is fine if you go for that review and save that 1 point, and also you can inflict the do or die raid very soon comparatively. But what if it goes against you, and then you will be thinking that okay, you lost that review for just 1 point. And that is what these lads really need to get it
1
under
point,
their
Periyar
under their
Panthers.
belt, Ryan. That experience
Chase
of
number
when to go
24 out.
for the review.
Red.
Indeed, Naveen, that's very important, because you're just given one review, and using it very systematically and smartly is important, as Gautam Tomar steps in for the Marvels. And right now the Panthers comfortable on a 9-point lead, but they can't get too comfortable, because the Marvels have this few marvelous players who can get the comeback. And take a look at that. Just when Gautam thought he reached there, did he take it a little too easy there? I am not too sure of that, but he will succumb to the Panthers defense once again. And
Raider out.
Panthers looking
Point
strong
Periyar
on the defensive
Panthers.
end. Naveen.
Yeah, Ranchi, he did not take it easy at all.
Number
It's a
4,
diving
Periyar
ankle hold
Panthers.
coming in from that left
All
corner.
play, green
The
card.
dangling hand was taken care of by the support staff, because it was so important. The covers and the right corner come across to support the left corner's attempt. Gaurav Chiller, the skipper, wanted the support from the other team members, and he got it, and that too in time.
Yes, indeed. As Ajay Gulia now coming in for a raid, and he will use his experience here right now because their team is up. There's no do or die raid, so there's no need to go in all the time for all the raids. And Nikhil here comes in for the next raid, and however Nikhil would love to do a similar thing as Ajay Gulia did in the previous raid, and here he gets a point quickly. And
1 point, Maratha Marwal. Chase number 4 out.
like I was mentioning,
Yeah. Yeah. Akshidul now
like I was
into the raid.
mentioning, the situation where your
Bonus
team is
plus 2
trailing,
point.
you can't.
Periyar Panthers.
All right, take a
Chase
look at
number
that. A
14
spectacular raid coming
and
in.
24 out.
Bonus +2. That is a super raid and a spectacular super raid indeed for the Panthers.
Goes to the bonus, and then the error from that right corner once again. Himanshu Yadav couldn't get the ankle hold right.
Two point, Maratha Marwal. Chase number 2 and 4 out.
Nikhil there with that very good raid, getting 2 points. So Nikhil here is getting a few good raids. We can see him getting 2 points coming in, but still his team is trailing by 10 points. And Ajay Gulia here once again stretching and getting that point there easily for his team. And this
1
man
point,
has been on a
Periyar
roll so
Panthers.
far.
Chase number 14 out.
Running hand touch for Ajay Gulia on that right corner because Himanshu Yadav is struggling today, and that is the reason where the lead of 11 points and around Maratha Marvels only now getting
1
into
point, Maratha
double
Marwal.
digits with
Chase
Viru
number
Yadav
14
trying to be a little more aggressive and does not get it. There we go. It goes for Ashish, and Nikhil gets that very easily on that occasion. But you have to understand, Viru Yadav and Arav Yadav, the covers also needs to come to the support because Gautam Tomar is manning that right corner now. See a proper raider manning that right corner. And luckily for him, Ajay Gulia will once again try and go for that running hand touch because he's a very intelligent raider. He's stolen the bonus is what he's feeling against Ankit Yadav. But then how can you let
Bonus
go
point,
Gautam
Periyar
Tomar
Panthers.
manning that right corner? It should have been Viru Yadav, the proper defender, going in there. See, such small issues will become big mistakes at the end of the score line. And then, has he got some space out? Can he go across? No, he cannot do that. Oh, Nikhil. It would have been a raid of the season.
Raider out.
If,
Point,
he
Periyar
could have
Panthers.
figured his way out towards the midline, but never happened. This is what keeps up the spirits and pumps up some energy into whatever we keep speaking. Oh, just breathtaking if that could have been a successful raid. But then all marks for the defense as well.
Rightly said, David. We all for a second thought there that would have been a spectacular raid as he tried to get through. As right now Ajay Gulia will finish off the first half with that empty raid. And we will wait for the final whistle of this half.
Half time,
Courtesy of the
change the
referee.
court.
Half time and the lead in favor of the Periyar Panthers. It's been all Panthers in this match. The Marvels just having one positive aspect, and that was Nikhil and his raiding tactics. However, the Panthers have done good on both the raiding end and the defending end, which is why they are leading so far in this match.
Yes, we'll put it to a short break and come back soon. Welcome back, everybody. 22 for the Periyar Panthers, and the reason for that is because the Maratha Marvels haven't got a tackle point yet. And the reason for that, once again, is that Akshit Dhul's rating has put Periyar Panthers right on top. Because, as I said in the beginning, he's put in 8 raids and he's got 9 raid points out of this. So, even with that, a little bit of a stiff muscle in the midriff and the groin, he's okay. He's stretched it out and he's back once again to doing his best what he does. But the issue with Maratha Marvels is the defense. As Arav Yadav and Viru Yadav once again not firing along with Ankit Yadav. So somewhere they'll have to understand that it is not that the Raiders keep on getting you points. Something like if you get those points, you'll have to save it as well.
Rightly said, Naveen, as Ajay Gulia here getting back once again. Spectacular raid from Ajay Gulia. Take a look at him. 2 points. His escape tactics is what we love to see. Take a look at that. I have no words for that. Powerful raid once again from Ajay Gulia. And I don't think he's gone off the match so far. Has he, Naveen?
Yeah, never. He's not gone in.
One point, Maratha Marvel. Chase number 3 out. Red. One point, Periyar Panthers. Chase number 24
Periyar
out.
Panthers once again holding the fort, because look at that. He goes in for the running hand touch and then suddenly turns his way across and goes towards the left corner once again. That sudden surprise. He did not expect that coming from Ajay Gulia. As now Ran Pankaj will have to get some raid points.
Oh yes, he would definitely. That's where Nikhil is needed. That support coming in, especially on the raiding front. And Pankaj here
No shouting.
returned
Please
without
control
any
your
touch
team.
point.
Captain Periyar Panthers during the raid.
We can see
Shouting, green card. Red.
there we go. A green card issued. And this is good to see. The referee is very much in control of the match and ensuring that these players do learn from these certain mistakes, because this is what this opportunity is for them to not just back the opportunity but also learn a lot, as they will definitely have a wider career to look for. And Akshit Dhul here getting the defender to
14 number.
bow down before him, and an error there for the defender. So Akshit Dhul, what a spectacular raid this is, young man here
Periyar
for the
Panthers.
Panthers, getting 2
Chase number
points,
14
and the Marvels
30
definitely in
30
trouble
out.
right now. Pankaj, the raider for the Marvels, now will look to revive a man for him to go back on the defensive end, because then it will get difficult for them, and it is still difficult for them
Bonus point.
as the second all
Maratha
out.
Marvels.
Oh yes, the bonus is taken there.
Raider out, 1 plus 2,
the-
3 point. Periyar Panthers.
Yes, the all out has been inflicted on the Marvels yet again, the second time in this match, and the Marvels definitely have some groundwork to do in this match.
Red.
Dhul, he has to then make sure that whatever he's done in the first half, he carries on with it. But then for Viru Yadav and Ankit Yadav, there we go, coming in from that left corner. He's always found wanting with such a
1 point, Periyar
because
Panthers.
no
Chase
raider
number
goes
10
towards
out.
him, and Akshit Dhul being a left raider, he does not go towards corner. He goes against that right corner, and Ankit Dhul feels that he has to contribute. He comes across, and then the idea or the strategy is fine, but then he has to understand he has to go for the double ankle holds, or he has to go for those strong dashes He cannot just come in and the block, the half-hearted block, like this, with Nikhil pushing away the left cover.
1 point,
very,
Maratha
very
Marvel.
easily. And
Chase
goes
number
back.
4 out.
They need more of such things. Because there was an error from the left cover that came across from Ravi, and Nikhil was successful.
Indeed, and now we can see a reciprocal of the score on the scoreboard. 13-31 in favor of the Panthers. And the Marvels will definitely not be too fond of the situation. And Akshit Dhul here, we can see both of them swearing on the mat. But we have the referees there to give us the final decision. And we can see the whistle has been blown. So, looks like there will be a referral at this moment, Naveen.
Yeah, on the mirror image court. We'll have to see what the referral is for.
टीम
Suppose
कैप्टन पेरियार पेंथर, आइए, आपकी क्या मांग है? कृपया पीछे जाइए. टीवी एम्पायर पेरियार पेंथर की मांग है 1 टच फाइन. हमारा निर्णय था नो टच फाइन. कृपया रिव्यू करिए.
fairly simple and well explained as well by the referee. Goes in to the left cover, and the left cover immediately put his hand up and said, "No, you did not get me," as Arav Yadav. But Akshit Dhul was once again very confident. Now, once again, this is a review which does not carry any weightage, and these lads should understand when you have a review, you have to utilize it very, very minimalistic and in a very brilliant way, rather than just for 1 point. And that's why I've been urging and speaking that it has to be one unsuccessful review per match, rather than one unsuccessful review
रिव्यू
for
सफल रहा.
half.
1 टच फाइन.
Yeah.
पेरियार पेंथर्स.
The more what it
Periyar
does is it
Panthers.
holds up play,
आपकी रिव्यू के
and
अधिकार
also what it
जारी
does
रहेगा.
is it breaks the momentum of the teams that are trying to come in. So somewhere going forward, we'll have to see if that's going to be
Substitution
one
Maratha
review
Marvels.
per match instead of one review per half.
10 out, 55
Right,
in.
Ankit Yadav has been taken out, and that's not a good sign. That's really not a good sign as the captain walks off, and he's been replaced by Abhishek Rathi.
Yes, not a good sign to see a captain of, however, I'm sure and now the deficit is 19 points, so a big task for them. Can Nikhil get back? Oh no, take a look at that, a firm hold on the ankle, not allowing Nikhil to escape the clutches, and you can see
Header
the
out.
coach is here
1
as well,
point,
taking a look
Periyar
at that,
Panthers.
speaking about that radiantly as a good defensive play comes in for the Panthers.
Red.
Okay, now we have Ajay Gulia coming in to raid for his team. A 20-point lead is what, a 20-point difference is what separates these two teams right now. And this man here has definitely played a key role in getting a good amount of points today. And just like what he's done throughout the season for his team. And speaking of the Marvels, this man here, Pankaj, has played a good support role. However, he's not been dynamic and impactful enough in this match. So he's going to be a key player in this match so far. And can he get through? Yes, he can. Pankaj quickly escaping the clutches of the
Maratha
defender
Marvel.
there to get
Chase
2
number
points
3
for his
and
team.
4 out.
A big raid for Pankaj.
Right. So
Red.
in that big raid, what he's also done is he's put in a very proper occasion. In that ankle hold that was attempted, and he actually wanted to go over that defender who came across from that right cover, and then that's what he actually was successful in doing. So he jumped over that defender and went towards that midline. Good skills.
And I'm sure one person who would have been
Bonus
very
point,
much
Periyar
relieved from
Panthers.
that would be Nikhil, because he's been looking for that support, especially today. And Pankaj here, we can see him soaring with confidence after that particular raid. As the number 7, we know number 7s are often always known for their mindset and confidence. Yes, I'm referring to Cristiano Ronaldo, if that's
Official
what you're
timeout.
thinking. Not only Ronaldo, we have MS Dhoni as well, as we will have official timeout right now.
Yeah, this is just to discuss out something, whether they have that score under control or did anybody step into the lobby or something. They have to discuss out some important proceedings, and then yeah, he's happy with the proceedings, and then goes by as 15-34 is a big lead for the Periyar Panthers. And Akshit Dhul now how do you, as a defensive unit for Maratha Marvels, and they are trailing behind, how do you pin them down? It's very simple. You cannot be having Gautam Tomar on the left corner. Look at that on that far left at the top of the screen. You just can't have him. It's a full house. Gautam Tomar is playing as if he's a defender. He's a very good raider. He's come in and he's helped out Maratha Marvels on a numerous occasions to get that do-or-die raid going and get those all-outs that is not staring at Maratha Marvels' face. He's pushed those all-outs, and today he hasn't raided at all. It's just been Nikhil and Pankaj, and Gautam Tomar is there, just manning right or left, and no raider is even going towards him. See, once again, that is Gautam Tomar on that left corner. He's got no role to play. And with Akshit Dhul being a left raider, with again, what happens is with Ajay Gulia being a left raider, I think Gautam Tomar is just standing far away from that and just filling a spot. And you have someone like Rohit Kumar, you have someone like Krishandul. Look at this, another weak attempt, and who that was? It was Nikhil. He says, okay, I've been raiding enough, let me put in a weak advanced tackle and then go out and sit on the bench for a while. That's what it looked like. See, it didn't look like a surprise at all. Outside the back line, he's just trying to pin down Akshit Dhul, not the right move at all. As we have our physio partner UVM paying in from Magical Space, and this is Kiran Pal Singh.
सेकंड मैन को लेकर रनिंग चेंज मारेगा जब डीप जा रहा है तो कैच होगी करके तो देखो डर मत इधर वाला हो
गया तुम पच आई कहूं मैं ठीक से टूटना नहीं है एक ट्राई ले ही जाइए होगा बोनस के सुने मेरे भाई ट्राई हो इंग्लैंड के सैम रेड तने मार नहीं जान रहा कि सैम ना मारिए रेड
so they are just saying go ahead and target Chewala means that means Gaurav Chilla will go into those raids. More importantly, just to give Akshit, he was also gone out for a little break now. Pankaj in a do-or-die raid. Now this is the action-packed moment where you can get a handhold being attempted by Ajay Gulia. The reason for Pankaj's success is because of the sudden turn. Ajay Gulia did not expect that, as Akshit Dhul is getting the much-needed physio from our physio partners. Look at this, the sudden turn by Pankaj, and the handhold with Ajay Gulia is not successful. That is the reason you will have to have two eyes, or rather one eye behind your back, and just to see if any defender is chasing you from behind. Good block, very good block. Once again, Gautam Tomar, I think is successful this time.
1 point, Maratha Marvels.
Was there any anti-cross that happened? They'll have to see that from another angle here. There. Right. So somewhere lucky for the Periyar Panthers, not being lucky there. Gautam Tomar finally comes into some action.
Definitely Gautam Tomar not been in this, and Pankaj is slowly getting into this. Once again a powerful raid from Pankaj. A couple of points there. A powerful raid from Pankaj there.
Yes. Okay, in that powerful, what he also did was he also backtracked really well. Now he just made sure there was an anti-block. The defenders were stopped from his left hand. And he actually had that time to fall down on the mat and turn towards the lobby and come out. And Akshit Dhul, with a small little physio support, is coming to raid. And it's not Sumit Chilla who will be going out. Sumit Chilla probably will come back on the mat. It's just for the substitution that Surinder Saab, the coach, has sent him in. Once again, see, Gautam Tomar, as I say, is just out of action. Because Akshit Dhul is a left raider and Surinder Saab wants to keep on going with the left raiders. Because on that previous occasion also, you know that you're just attacking Viru Yadav on that right corner. You know the defense is weak for the Maratha Marvels, and Periyar Panthers also steal a bonus on that occasion. Akshit Dhul just come out, and super tackle situation now ran.
Indeed, a super tackle situation, and Pankaj has been getting couple of points in raids at many occasions. This time he'll get one, but it's a big
Maratha
raid from
Marwal.
Pankaj,
Chase
and
number
the
6
Periyar's
out.
on the verge of all out.
Yeah, running hand touch, got it very, very right on the legs of Gaurav Chiller. Because Gaurav Chiller was trying to backtrack. I did not understand why. He should have just gone in for that double ankle hold. He's that only defender, the skipper there, Gaurav Chiller. The raider was Akshit Dhul. So he should have just gone for that. Did not go for it. And now this is a very, very good opportunity for the Maratha Marvels. They should not blink an eye. They should not give away a touch point to Akshit Dhul. It's just the bonus that he'll be getting. That's fine. No problem. Now this is good. This is very good. Arav Yadav also survives himself by being inside the lobby. No, I don't think so. They will go for each 1 point, or Maratha
Raided
Marvels
out,
can
1
take a review.
plus, bonus plus 1 point. 1 defender self out, 1 point.
This is not
Periyar
okay. That is what I was
Panthers.
trying to say. They can go for the review because Arav Yadav, I saw, had his legs inside the lobby. Can they review this? Maratha Marvels, do they have the review first of all? Because if the defender is gone out and there's just one surrender raid that is
Time
pending
out.
now. All right, they will discuss this in the strategic timeout, but that's not the discussion strategic timeout. And now it's just going to be that surrender raid. I will have to listen to what the coaches will have to say. That the all-out is almost there for the Maratha Marvels on Periyar Panthers.
इसको लेके चल पीछे मार सकता और अगले वाला इसको देख के टांग में बैठ जाए सपोर्ट एक के साथ आ जाएगी एक साथ सपोर्ट आ कैच हो जाएगी तो उन पे कोई चीज़ नहीं है उनके रेडरों पे बोनस करने की स्केल है टच मार रहे हैं किसी के बोनस कर रहे हैं हाँ बोनस करता है डाई मार दो आगे कवर आ जाओ डाई तगड़ी मारो डर के ना खेलो रेड में तेरे को पॉइंट मिलेगा ही मिलेगा जो उनका कॉर्नर है वो कवर खेल रहा है कवर कॉर्नर पकड़ा तो कैसे गट्टा पकड़ेगा इतना चैन लगेगी कवर के रीच मार ले कवर तेज तक बढ़ता है तो कवर को दबा दे डायरेक्ट कॉर्नर मत जा देख कवर कहाँ खड़ा है निकल थोड़ा सा ध्यान से सेकंड वन एक साथ
Very nicely explained by Kiran Pal Singh Saab. He says the covers of Periyar Panthers are standing in the corners today. Gaurav Chiller, that's what he's been indicating. So where will the attack happen? There is no attack. Go attack the covers. And when the raider comes into raid, make sure you just do not give away the bonus. He wants to win this game, this Kiran Pal Singh Saab. That's what he's been saying as the surrender raid from Nikhil will happen and the all-out will be inflicted. Single man, we haven't seen in the history of Kabaddi that there's a single man that's been tackled the raider out. Good try by Ravi. All out been inflicted. And then what Kiran Pal Singh Saab also said was, I was a little nervous to hear that. He says, go for the diving ankle holds. Don't be afraid to do that. And there is where they're lacking confidence.
Substitution,
The defense
Periyar
of Maratha Marvels. So somewhere that confidence in the defense has to come back.
13
Even
out,
now,
one
there is a
in.
big chance for Maratha Marvels to make a comeback. As we said, once again, there we go. Sumit makes a way back in as number 13 went out, Ankush Lohan. And Rand, this is the right moment for the Periyar Panthers just to keep on and killing the time. But the defense of Maratha Marvels should not attack Akshit Dhul. That's what I keep saying. Don't attack the raider when he's doing well. Just leave him. Just keep him hungry.
Number 30.
No, they haven't done it.
1 point, Periyar Panther. Chase number 30 out.
Once again, it is Gautam Tomar on that running hand touch. Look at that. He's just made to look like a small schoolboy who does not know where to go, whether to the tuitions or to home. In that left corner position, Gautam Tomar is a raider.
As Pankaj now returns into the action, and right now 15 points is what separates them, and the Marvels will have to get 15 points in 5 minutes. Well, it is not impossible, but they will need a lot of courage and a lot of smart play as Akshit comes back for his next raid. And it's good to see Akshit coming in for the raids even when Ajay Gulia is there. So right now the Marvels trailing the Panthers by 15 points, and right now the Panthers just need to waste time. Ensure they use 30 seconds, but Akshit here is just going and easily getting 1 point.
Periyar Panther.
And what a raider he has been today, Naveen.
And see again the high line defense of Arav Yadav. What is necessary? What is the necessary to play such a high line defense? Even if Akshit Dhul comes in and attacks the bonus line, that's only 1 point. Nikhil has done well. This is what always
1
Kiran Pal Singh
point,
Saab was
Maratha
telling.
Marwal.
If the
Chase
covers
number
are manning
4
the
out.
corners, where can you have the successful tackle? That's what happened. There you go. Ravi went in, and then Gaurav Chilla had to go. But he's a cover defender. He's also manning the corners today. Some surprise change from the Periyar Panthers, but they are experimenting against the Maratha Marvels because they can afford to do that. These Maratha Marvels once again have looked big, and why? Why? If you need a break,
1
tell the
point,
coach you
Periyar
substitute
Panthers.
somebody
Chase
on the
number
mat.
55 out.
Don't put in such hasty tackles there. And right corner, not in any position whatsoever.
I agree with you there, Naveen, completely. And speaking of their coach, we just saw him in the timeout. He had a very systematic approach. It was very well put in plan, very well explained, and a positive
1
rate there
point.
coming in.
Maratha
1
Marwal,
point
chase
for the
number 4
Marvels.
out.
He looks like he wanted
No one
a
else.
little more than that.
Yeah, Ravi always
Great.
Ravi is that one left cover who's gone in and given a lot of points to the Raiders today, especially against Nikhil. And he's not been successful at all. Ankle hold once again, misses out. Another point to Ajay Gulia. Why do you have to do that?
1 point,
Once again, it's
Periyar
Neil Yadav.
Panther.
When Ajay Gulia is not trying to come in and attack you, he's just trying to steal away your bonus. Why do you have to put both your hands in the way and without a strong ankle hold? See, for an ankle hold, you'll have to sit and squat and be low and make sure you get a good grasp on the ankles. When you can't do that, why put in double and dual-minded thoughts? Tries a Herculean effort, but has to go through
1 point,
with
Maratha
Nikhil as well from
Marwal.
the right cover.
Chase number 1 out.
See, whatever Kiran Pal Singh Saab said in that discussion, Ran, I would have, I imagine that he does the same thing even during the practice sessions. But a match is not a practice session. You know, it's really important to have the right man in the right place. And today with Gautam Tomar just playing as a pure defender, I think that's a big no-no. He's a very, very good raider. And look at Abhishek Rathi in that right corner now.
Rightly said, Naveen. They will have to go back and start to sort things out because it's very important in this moment. And Akshit Dul once again, we will
2
see.
points,
Yes, he has
Periyar
made it
Panthers.
through
Chase
a
number
spectacular
55
raid and a
24
very good raid
out.
from this young man, Akshit Dul.
Yeah, when the left corner came across, there you see the left cover with the dash. Left corner had to come with him. That is what I was been telling. Gautam Tomar, when the covers come across, you have to come behind the cover just to make the dash even more doubly,
2 points.
successful or doubly
Maratha
impactful.
Marvals.
And also make sure
Jersey
you
number
have those
3 and
legs
4 out.
inside the lobby. As Nikhil once again gets easy points from Ajay Pandit and Ravi. See, Ravi once again does not go back in time. Ajay Pandit comes across for the dash
Great.
and then tries his hand
Great.
out and then says, okay, I'm
Great.
not doing it. In the last moment,
1
he's trying to
technical
back
point in
down.
favor of Maratha Marvals.
Yeah,
Late
double
entry.
entry. Oh, there we go. Late entry by the Periyar Panthers, and that is why the revival hasn't been done. Late entry by Ajay Gulia. He's been thinking on the midline to do what? And that's why a technical point being given away. See, even now, 14 points. I just want Maratha Marvels to take 1 point away from this. If they can get 7 or 8. It's very tough. It looks like a tough call, but Gautam Tomar, see the single man on the top of your screen in blue. He hasn't raided at all. He's a very good raider. Not as good as that he's standing there in that left corner.
We now have Pankaj coming in. And speaking of Ajay Gulia, I think he's been on the mat throughout, and I don't think the Marvel's defense has been able to stop him. The only time he went out is when he went in for that tackle and missed out. So right now we have Pankaj in, and as Naveen said, they will be looking to ensure that they can take away a point from this match, and Pankaj will have to do something for that, but he falls prey to the defense.
out.
Number
Point
1 there
Periyar
with a
Panthers.
firm hold. Sumit Chiller, a very good move there on his thighs. What a defensive tackle.
Tie hold actually will not be successful if you're not having a cover combination. But there, a solo tackle by Sumit on the single thighs. See, why Pankaj has not been pinned down, why hasn't he been tackled down, is because the defense have not gone in and attacked him as they have attacked Akshit Dul today. And that is why Pankaj is still on the mat. 1 or 2 times he's been pinned down and he's been sent on off the mat or to the bench. But then the defense is not trying to attack him. And that's the reason he's not got more points. And that's the reason he's not been tackled down. They've been leaving him alone. they can say, okay, come in, run around, show your footwork, get tired and go back. That's what they've been doing, the defense of Periyar Panthers. Very, very intelligently played. And when they've gone to attack Nikhil, every single time, Nikhil is run away with points. That is so not right on that Periyar Panthers defense, or even more so for the Maratha Marvels defense. It's going to be a do-or-die raid. They want to start it once again. Yeah. There's a review as well.
कैप्टन इधर आइए, आपकी क्या मांग है? ओके, पीछे जाइए आप. टीवी एम्पायर, मराठा मार्वल की मांग है बोनस पॉइंट. हमारा निर्णय था नो बोनस पॉइंट. कृपया रिव्यू करें.
I'm really requesting and urging to all my friends that let's get this sorted and put out a better way of taking those reviews. It has to be one per match. That's what I strongly feel. That's what I really strongly feel, because there you will know the importance of the review. And that's what happens probably even in all the franchisee games. When you know the importance of the review, then you will know when to judiciously take it. Maratha Marvels have gone in for that review, which is just for one bonus point, and it's not even a do-or-die raid. And
रिव्यू असफल
I
रहा.
guess there you go, they lost it as well.
आप
They lost it as
रिव्यू के
well
अधिकार खो चुके हैं.
because it's a 15-point lead, and it's not even that they are fighting for that 1 point with the match just very close to 7 or less than 7 points at the difference. Ajay Gulia comes in for a do-or-die raid now.
Yeah, well, this time he cannot just count the clock down and go back. He'll have to go in for the touch, and he's gotten it. His left hand quickly turning in, and I think he's gotten Gautam Tomar there. What a raid from Ajay Gulia, and this man once again continues to entertain us.
Chase number 30 out.
Very much. And then the reason why Gautam Tomar has been caught napping there is because he's not that defender. See, you don't practice as a defender, isn't it? See, your body language, your thinking, your muscle memory, everything is not of a defender. So you do not know what to do when you're suddenly put in that situation. If you're training for it, it's fine. And look at that strong angle hold. And that time it was that right in position of Ajay Pandit. He was trying that on Nikhil on a couple of occasions, and now look at the strong angle hold from right in Ajay Pandit getting across, and Nikhil actually surrendering and not even putting up a fight there. Super tackle. Ajay Gulia will just want to go back after making the raid legal, because he does not want to just give away 2 points for the defense today, which is looked very, very lackluster. There's no vengeance, there is no tooth and nail fighting out of the Maratha Marvels' defense today. 30 points, of course, but the defense has not contributed. That's why Periyar Panthers have won this comfortably with a 17-point difference and a 17-point lead for the Periyar Panthers. And Surinder Saab will be a happy man once again. They have done well. They will be moving up those ladder in the points table. They currently placed 6th, and Maratha Marvels, they'll have to understand that they came in 8th from the survival to the booster round, and it's now only 7 teams that will go through to the challenger round. So you being at the bottom of the table will really not help you for a long time there, Ryan.
Indeed, Naveen, and they will have to work on a lot of things. Indeed, because we saw the coach has a very good systematic approach. It is a play-by-play kind of approach. So the team has to just go ahead and implement it. And I'm sure the one thing that actually drives any team is being bottom placed. You are filled with hunger. You're filled with that Josh, Jazba, Junoon coming in extra. So they will have to showcase the same thing on the mat. And that is what's going to differentiate them and those champions. That's what differentiates any team and a team with championship caliber. And speaking of championship caliber, that's exactly what Periyar Panthers have depicted in this match. Staying strong, staying firm. As we take a look at the highlights, there were a few positives for the Marvels. It was in the form of Nikhil and Pankaj. But apart from Nikhil and Pankaj, I don't think there was any other positive note for them in this match, Naveen.
Again, the positive note for me was Gautam Tomar. There we go, number 30. And see, what was he trying to do? He was just trying to be that one extra cook in the kitchen who just adds a little bit of salt, who just sprinkles a little bit of coriander leaf in the recipe called defense. You know, that is what he's been wasted for today. And only 2 tackle points. Only 2 tackle points for the Maratha Marvels. So 28 were the reigning points. So that is the difference that has cost their match today for the Maratha Marvels and Periyar Panthers. See, even then, they've been experimenting. They've not just gone into their regular right corner. They've not gone into their regular left corner. Gaurav Chiller was there manning the left corner today. So they have experimented. And that experiment has paid off because the Maratha Marvels defense was not right. And that's the story of this game, where Maratha Marvels will once again have to go back and probably just see if there can be any defensive combinations. That's the reason Akshit Dul enjoyed his day today. 21 raids, 21 raid points, a total strike rate of 100%. No problem, a double super 10 for him once again, and getting that confidence, all important confidence back into his game. Defense, of course, will be from the Periyar Panthers. We'll have to see who will be that. Yeah, it's going to be Sumit Chiller. He's attempted 5 tackles. He's got 3 tackle points. Comfortable for him to nab out Nikhil on a couple of occasions, and also on Pankaj. So, having said this, it's going to be tough for the Maratha Marvels going ahead. And tomorrow also there'll be a lot of challenging games for the Maratha Marvels. But talking about today, we still have another game left at 4 p.m. where Humpy Heroes will take on the Panchala Pride. And before that game, we will also have the post-match presentation. But Humpy Heroes against the Panchala Pride, the table toppers taking on Panchala Pride. We'll have to see how this will pan out. But do come back after a short little breather for the post-match presentation with Harshit, with Maratha Marvels and Periyar Panthers.
पसीने की स्याही से जो लिखते हैं अपने इरादों को, उनके मुकद्दर के पन्ने कभी खाली नहीं जाते। स्वागत करना चाहेंगे एक बार फिर से आप सभी का पोस्ट मैच प्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ मैच नंबर 52 डे नंबर 11 युवा कबड्डी सीरीज मॉनसून एडिशन। और जिस अंदाज में हमने बात की इस बड़े मुकाबले की, सबसे पहले शुरुआत करते हैं, धन्यवाद करते हैं हमारे पार्टनर्स का, आर पार्टनर्स ड्रीम 11, ब्रॉडकास्ट पार्टनर फैन कोड, फिजियो पार्टनर यूईएम, वॉइस ऑफ कबड्डी रेडियो सिटी 91.9 FM और हेल्थ केयर पार्टनर जेनेटिक सुपर स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल। और चलिए इस प्रेजेंटेशन सेक्शन की तरफ चले उससे पहले बताना चाहेंगे आज हमारे साथ प्रेजेंटेशन में होंगे हमारे दो स्पेशल गेस्ट, डॉक्टर शोभना चौधरी, असिस्टेंट डायरेक्टर स्टूडेंट वेलफेयर एमईटी यूनिवर्सिटी, और उनके साथ होंगे ऋषि कुमार श्रीवास्तव सर, असिस्टेंट मैनेजर प्लेसमेंट फ्रॉम एमईटी यूनिवर्सिटी। उनका तहे दिल से एक बार फिर से हम स्वागत करते हैं और सीधा चलते हैं अब अवार्ड सेक्शन की तरफ। एक बार फिर से जो लाजवाब खेल का आपको युवा खिलाड़ियों के द्वारा प्रदर्शन देखने को मिल रहा है वो लाजवाब है। बेस्ट रीडर के साथ शुरुआत करते हैं। ही इज हर्षदुल फ्रॉम पेरियार पैंथर्स, 21 पॉइंट्स। देखते हैं किस अंदाज में उन्होंने लाजवाब पॉइंट प्राप्त किए हैं। तो चलिए एक बार फिर से पेरियार पैंथर्स बता रहे हैं कि वो ऑल बैलेंस टीम यहां पर नजर आ रहा है, उनका पूरा स्क्वाड तैयार है आगे जाने के लिए। तो चलिए अब बात करते हैं बेस्ट डिफेंडर की। डिफेंस में भी एक बार फिर से लाजवाब प्रदर्शन दर्शाया है पेरियार पैंथर्स ने, और बेस्ट डिफेंडर का अवार्ड जाएगा अगेन फ्रॉम पेरियार पैंथर्स। ही इज सुमित चिल्लर, जिन्होंने 3 पॉइंट प्राप्त किए हैं। लेट्स हैव अ लुक। सो एक बार फिर से आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करना चाहेंगे हमें ज्वाइन करने के लिए। दिस इज ऑल फ्रॉम द पोस्ट मैच प्रेजेंटेशन।